on...
Well, she started with meditation first.
We did, yeah. Sharon got so into it. But when she was saying about when they do the dinner party, she said sometimes it can be like a 17-hour day. She said, so they really confine you just to roll people up. And she said...
Oh, they had the little tents, didn't they?
Hang on.
So they had the little tents.
And she called it... She was like, I like to call it capsules of connections.
Yeah, so they had little tents where each couple were in. So every...
Did she say tents?
Tents, yeah, they were
Really?
like, yeah, they're little tents, and every week she would smuggle something else from the apartment into her tent. So by the end of it, it was like a little boudoir.
Did she say she had like sage and all of
Sage,
that?
she had all the cushions out,
Yeah.
and Tim was going, oh, for fuck's sake, you know. And then she brought down a game, I think, on one of the last ones, and she was literally passing the game underneath the tent
That was it,
for
yeah.
everybody to play.
She was just so funny.
Oh, reaction.
Oh, he's taking the piss.
Oh yeah, always. Welcome to Wedding Mayhem. Welcome back. You'll go.
Hi.
Hi.
I find this bit so awkward. I hate it. It never gets easier.
Thank you guys for coming back.
Fuck you.
And thank you for all the messages about us hitting our first million. Woo!
Very good.
It was really good. We were watching it. Click, 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 click. Me and Georgia were. Were you watching it?
What, the real?
No. the views going up.
No.
So we got to the
I wasn't. I was not.
So we need to unpack Saturday night. We went to see Lucinda from Married at First Sight, Australia, and she did not disappoint.
She was unbelievable. But what a fucking night.
I loved her then. I love her even more now.
Oh my God, she's like, who was it? My sister-in-law was like, was she nice? And I was like, even more than you could expect it. Like,
Yeah.
she's everything you watch on telly and more.
Yeah.
Like,
Considering that she's meet and greeting quite a lot of people.
yeah, I definitely overtouched and overhugged her. But it was like,
you went like this.
it was like being hugged by the
I
sun.
love you.
But it was like being hugged by the sun. Like, it was just like warm and calm. Like, it was just the best.
Kind. I just love the fact that she just she physically gave permission to be ourselves.
Yeah.
It was just...
And she had the best quotes. What did she say? Because I wrote it in my notes, didn't I? Because I was... Remember, you looked at me and you were like, are you all right? And I was roaring.
After
She
which
was
glass
saying-
of wine did you write that quote?
No, we've established I was fine. I was just really excited. I think I run off adrenaline and it's really bad.
You're running up and down the auditorium.
I was mental.
Because you went to go and have a vape
Yeah,
once,
yeah.
and I said, "Well, here's the card. Go and get some glasses of wine on the way back." You were gone a long
Oh my God,
long
I was
time.
speaking
She
to
was
about 6 people.
She was outside talking to the queue that were waiting to come in because we had the meet and greets, the VIP meet and greets. And I'm like, where?
I knew everything
are
about
you?
them all.
Yes, I got out there. She went, oh yeah, da-da-da is from Leicester, da-da-da is from Penzance.
Honestly, it was like literally made so many
You were like
friends.
the warm-up act. They must have thought that you were somebody like
hype man.
Really, yeah,
Hype man.
They were
Hype
really
man.
hyped. And then you came back. I got the wine, and then you disappeared
Oh,
again.
hang on. Sharon come out and was like, fuck's sake, where have you been? And like all my new friends were just like, come and join us if that's how your friend treats you. And yeah, and Sharon was like, give me the card. But you were laughing because you love me. But you were just like, Lauren!
So I went and got the wines. You disappeared again. You didn't even go back to the sea.
I went for a wee.
Yeah, well, you disappeared, but I then went back with the wines, and I was sitting there with our new friend Jade.
Yeah, we made a friend because she was on her own.
Yeah,
So we took her in.
She was a funeral director. She was fantastic.
She was so cool.
She was
by the
so
way.
cool. And so we're sitting there and she's going, where is Lauren? And we were like, it was about to start. And then the music started.
Oh, no, but the bouncer did tell me.
And then I looked.
He was also my friend.
And she was running up and down the back trying to find him. Like a mouse trying to find the end.
Oh, that was it. And I was literally hitting everyone on my walk through with either my handbag or my bum. And it was like, oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. And like,
it's like the awkward person that has to go for a wee in the middle of the cinema.
yeah.
It was like...
oh, it was so bloody good. And we got front row, didn't we?
We get front row.
Of course. And there was just so much there was just so...
The
probably some we
dancing.
couldn't share. There was just a lot. So yeah, what she said was she was saying that on...
Well, she started with meditation first.
We did, yeah. Sharon got so into it. But when she was saying about when they do the dinner party, she said sometimes it can be like a 17-hour day. She said, so they really confine you just to roll people up. And she said...
Oh, they had the little tents, didn't they?
Hang on.
So they had the little tents.
She called it... She was like, I like to call it capsules of connections.
Yeah, so they had little tents where each couple were in. So every...
Did she say tents?
Tents, yeah, they were
Really?
like, yeah, they're little tents, and every week she would smuggle something else from the apartment into her tent. So by the time, by the end of it, it was like a little boudoir.
Did she say she had like sage and all of that?
Sage, she had all the cushions out,
Yeah.
and Tim was going, oh, for fuck's sake, you know. And then she brought down a game, I think on one of the last ones, and she was literally passing the game underneath the tent
That was it,
for
yeah.
everybody to play.
She was just so funny. And what about, do you remember, we haven't spoken about this, the chanting that I started that you followed and then it echoed through the room?
It was so when we were queuing up for the meet and greet.
We were queuing up the stairs,
Up
weren't
the
we?
stairs, yeah. And this girl came down. We were like, and I said, "Did you speak to her?" She went, "I did." And I said,
She was hysterically crying.
And I said, "What did you?" No, she didn't. Wasn't crying then. I said,
was.
"What did you say?" She went, "I broke up with my boyfriend. Broke up with me today. I love you." And I burst into tears. So suddenly I hugged her, and I was going, "What's going on?"
I was like, why is she crying?
Why is she crying? And then we told her, and then everybody in the stairs going, "Oh no!" Then we will give her a hug and everything. And then she was up through the middle.
She done the Q&A,
So she did the
didn't she?
Q&A. So she walked up and down the audience and everything. And she obviously picked out Gemma for a reason. So when she went, "It's Gemma."
And that's it. She went, my boyfriend broke up with me today or
Oh,
something like that.
and
And I was
Gemma!
just like, Gemma!
And we were all like, "Gemma!"
With my
Gemma.
massive plastic cup of wine. I was like,
It's going
Gemma!
everywhere. But literally the whole place was shouting Gemma, 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 Gemma. It was brilliant. So yeah, big
was
love,
so
Gemma,
good.
if you're watching this.
Love you, Gemma.
And but yeah, that was hilarious.
Your boyfriend's listening, you're a dick.
Oh, totally. Why, you know.
But yeah, it was.
We did
We could
dancing.
talk about it all day.
She danced with me.
She
on the
did,
stage.
and I
You didn't get it on
press
video.
record, but we've got to put up that video because you literally dance like there is not a bone in your body.
Oh, I love dancing.
You do, but you really you feel it from the tip of your toes to the roof of your head and higher. 'Cause even your head goes, your hair goes, like
But her dancing.
the arse is everywhere. Like it's you. Someone would. If you watch that video I sent of you dancing, the woman next to you on the front row, you can see her being like, and then look at her friend.
I'm sorry, but the whole place were loose and free, weren't they? They were just.
You do not apologise or
you
defend.
know, and
brilliant moves.
and I just love that she gave us permission to be ourselves and things that she was saying.
Need, like, permission to be fucking
No, but you do
crazy.
need permission. Like she said, that she, all her life she was, especially on the show by like
Trying to
Tim
tone down.
saying, tone it down. You're too much. It's you're too hyper. You're too this, and I've had that through my life, and no doubt you, and and she was like, fuck them all, and I was like, yes. It was brilliant, and you could see it. Everybody going, "Oh my god, thank you!"
Yeah,
and
you cried.
I know because some of the things that she
I
said.
filmed it. I was right in her face, filming her crying.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the after party?
Thought we were going to go past that. I did not want to go home ever. Basically,
To the point where she's saying, "Let's get a hotel."
did I?
Yes. And I went, "You need to go home to John and your child."
No, she wasn't there because for the first
Yeah.
time ever, I spent more than one night away from my
Yeah.
child, and my mum actually had her for 3 nights in Yorkshire. Yeah. And I was like, it's fine, but I actually did have the cinema booked for like early morning, so I don't. But I was just so happy.
Yeah, so
I was having the best
So basically,
time.
we made
more friends on the street.
we made quite a lot of friends actually in the audience, and we literally all walked to the tube station. And you're like, "I need another drink." Introduce our guest.
Yes.
Actually, let's do it a different way.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun 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 dun.
Sharon's off to a Christmas do.
Dun 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 dun. Welcome,
Maisie.
Maisie.
Hello.
Oh, I could take this off now. It's a bit hot.
I was like, are you going to keep that on?
It's the only sparkly thing I could find in my wardrobe.
Hey, you got your earrings though.
Did they? I've dressed up.
Can I just say, when you said about Facebook friends, I was like, that's how you know you've had a good night. If you've actually
I
made
can't.
friends with someone.
Yeah.
That's
So many friends.
Yeah, so many
So
friends.
many friends.
What were they called?
Cara.
We won't explain.
I can't remember. I can explain what they look like.
I don't think we should. So you are Maisie
Cowan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, why do I stall at that bit? And you are from MRC Dance.
Yes, that is my business.
what's
my
the
baby. Rose.
Oh,
my
I
middle
love
name.
that.
Those are my
Maisie
initials.
Rose.
So when I set it
MRC.
up, I was like, it has to be me somehow.
Yeah.
So I was like, just use my initials.
Sounds
I
really
love
like
that.
sharp.
Thank you.
So you are a dance teacher.
I am a dance teacher, specialising, or my main thing is wedding dances, so first dances for couples so that they feel comfortable and confident when their song comes on. They don't do an awkward shuffle, they actually have something to do so they feel ready and prepared.
Love that.
Oh, fantastic. You're actually doing Victoria and Jake's wedding.
I
that one
am,
from
Top
Top
It
It Off.
Off.
Yeah.
They are so much fun.
They're so nervous as well.
Yeah,
but
and I
he's
don't
a
know if he's a
dancer.
dancer, but he did say to me that's not his type of dance. So
No,
actually
rolling
dancing
on his
with
head.
Victoria,
Yeah.
exactly. That will come later. So like they will do that on their own. But yeah, this section of it, they've not had any experience together. So I was like, I can help you.
Do you think is it a challenge when you have couples of different talents? So obviously he is a dancer, so he's probably got some kind of movement, or probably can catch on with it. Whereas
Definitely.
Victoria's like, oh my god.
I was keeping it sort of relatively ballroom, just going along the theme of their song and stuff, and I could tell he was trying to put little bits of street in, like he'll put a little shoulder roll in now and again, or like a little.
Oh, he tried to
cool
teach us the shoulder
footwork.
roll, didn't he? What was
So
that?
hard. Yeah. So you can do it.
I don't think that's
And
doing
by the way,
it.
yeah, never justify your
Well
snake
done.
hips.
That's what he said.
Yeah, never justify your snake hips. You said like dancing without bones.
I'm
but
I'm a
go
free
for it.
dancer.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I've got a
That's what
video
I'm
of
all
her
about.
going down the escalator. We'll show you after. And I'm like, decide to rap, and I'm like, my name is Sharon. Move like you got no bones in your body. And Sharon's just like snaking it.
Do everything I
brilliant.
could to get her down that escalator to get her on
You
that
were loving
train. So how did you start?
So I have danced since the age of 3 and always
wow.
loved it. And then I just was leaving school and had no idea what to do. I had
So did
no
you do
career
at age of
ideas.
3? Were you at a dance school?
Yeah, so I was
or-
at a dance school.
Yeah.
My mum just plopped me in a ballet class and was
Yeah.
like, good luck, have
Right.
fun.
Off to the pub I go.
Yeah, and I actually hated it. I hated ballet.
Hey.
It wasn't I love to watch ballet,
Yeah.
like modern tap and all that stuff, but I didn't enjoy it. So they then tried me in ballroom and Latin, and
Cool.
I just loved it.
What, at the age of 3?
Yeah, so like tiny tots.
Oh,
Like tiny, it's very
Little
sweet.
one did.
It's very
Oh,
sweet.
cute.
I've taught that sort of age myself, and it's just the cutest thing. Not as good as teaching adults wedding dances, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really good. And then I was leaving school, and the dance teacher that I was with at that point, I was still at the same dance school, was like, "Do you want to do an apprenticeship here? We could use an extra pair of hands." I was
No
like,
way.
"Ooh, I'll try that. That, even if it's just me sort of working
Yeah.
out what I want to do." And yeah, just loved it. I shadowed other teachers and was like, oh, I actually really love
This is a bit me.
yeah, it's not just dancing anymore. It's actually giving that feeling of dancing to other people that
Yeah.
it gives me. And I was
Yeah.
like, wow,
Yeah.
this is actually really fun. This is such a cool job to have.
I think when you enjoy something so much, like it
Yeah.
is a love and it's a passion, then that comes through
Yeah.
in anything you do,
Yeah.
And I said with our job, once I stop loving it,
Yeah.
I'm out,
Yeah.
because
You have to love.
Yeah.
Let us know.
well, you'll be carrying it on. It's not
You're on your own.
Yeah, you're on your own. Yeah,
I will.
Yeah, I'm changing my number and everything. But yeah, you have got to love what you do because it will
absolutely.
always come through.
Yeah.
We have so many suppliers in our industry that you can just tell that they just don't want to be there. They're not there.
I can't. I'm the same. I'll never get to that point. I'm like, the one day that I don't have the same passion for it, I won't do it, because to me that's not then giving what I want to give
Yeah.
to people. They
Yeah.
then won't feel that same experience.
What drives you? Because every day is
The
not.
rhythm.
Actually.
Literally.
Because there's days in our job, you know, where we've gone through breakups and stuff like that, and you're having to go to work and still, you know,
still put on a smiley face.
And the love, you know.
My whole family always say that to me. It's like, how do you always smile? I'm like, because I actually enjoy what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But running a small business is really hard. Don't need to tell you that. It's like really tough sometimes. But it's the outcome that I see that keeps me going. I see these happy couples that maybe have been fighting for a little while. Planning a wedding's stressful. It's really hard. I see them come in with tension.
We talked about this on we have to say this girl has just jumped in at the last minute because our
saw the opportunity, was like, hello.
Our poor guest, who is, we'll have them on later, has come down with really bad laryngitis to the point they can't even speak. So big love, Naomi. What I was doing there, but yeah, so we had a quick, literally, quick 10-minute, FaceTime. So you know, we find it here in our shop that, you know, the girls come in going, oh, I hate him, hate her, you know,
I can feel they come in, there's tension,
and you get that
they've
too.
had an argument, there's been something going on,
they don't want to be there.
Mainly, like, it comes across when they very first come in, and then they like try and turn on a bit of like
fakeness.
We're okay, and I think I can instantly tell, like,
body language.
You probably find as well a lot of the time. Do you think sometimes the men are like, well, have we got to learn a dance or something?
100%. But they're always the ones at the end that are like, I'm so glad we did this. Because it's given them the confidence to actually.
They're not going to be nervous about it.
Because regardless, they've got to do a first dance. So why not do a first dance?
No, you don't have to.
The majority.
DJ Lee Russell.
Slurring.
On the wine again. DJ Lee Russell says you don't have to do a first dance.
No, you don't. But normally, that is the thing. You have a dance.
In a
it is
sense,
tradition.
but
so
it's actually getting more popular now. Anyway, like, I think it's a lot more trendy to actually have something choreographed, something done.
So when you've got a couple in there and you know that they've had a fight, you know, what do you do?
Just try and make everything so light. Honestly, I just think, and them learning a dance and focusing on something that's not the stressful planning of it. This is a fun time. Like,
it's a bit of exercise as well, isn't it?
Some endorphins.
Yeah.
They have a laugh together. If it goes wrong, I encourage them to laugh about it because it's not a problem. They've got these sessions for that reason. So yeah, I end up just becoming a counsellor sometimes.
Yeah,
I can
same.
really just talk them out of.
The amount of times we sat in changing rooms rocking with the bride.
Yeah,
you know?
They just you can feel the stress just like melting off.
Yeah.
So it's not only good for the actual wedding day, but in the lead up, it's just so nice to have that bond again. It really brings
they'll
people
remember
together.
These memories as well. You know, it's not just about getting there and getting married, it's the lead up, you know, that are giving you probably the most memories, you know. Obviously couples as well, will you do the father and daughter dance?
Fathering dance.
We're in peak season at the moment. Not only we are manic in the shop with new customers, but we are getting our brides married. So they're prepped, so we are
it's peak wedding season. I feel it too. I get
and summer holidays, just to add.
Yes. Add to the fun of it. Yeah. I can't even think of what your question was.
Father of the dance.
Not father of the dance. Father of the dance. Lord of the dance.
Father and daughter dance.
Yes, 100%. Anything like that.
Yeah.
So, anything like with bridesmaids involved. Some people want to do like a group dance now. That's quite a big thing.
That is a thing.
So they love things like that.
At the minute.
Will you do like? Are you finding sort of? And we're seeing on sort of like TikTok and stuff like that. You know, the mum and son dance. I love that.
Things like that. I love it. Anything like that, come at me because I absolutely love that. Again, it's the bond. It's the bond it creates. What a special moment to have with your loved one on your wedding day.
Moment in time because it won't be there
Anything
tomorrow.
like that makes me just. I'm really soppy. I remember we said that the FaceTime.
I love love.
I said I love love, and then you said, Olivia.
Don't tell Olivia. She'll be happy. Sorry. Congratulations, Olivia. On the baby. Baby news. Woo! It's that chair. Be careful.
Ooh, I need to move.
There's three babies on that chair.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, la, la.
But no, I do love love. And like, I'm not afraid to be soppy, like, and be a bit in it because I think that
you want a part of it, don't you?
Yeah,
you know, even if you're not in that position yourself, watching somebody be in love is magical.
It's magic. And you were saying in your intros, like, people tell you you're too much or you're too emotional or too. I've always been told that, and I don't care.
Welcome
Like,
to the
I've got to that
couch.
point. Yeah, I was like, I've got to that point where I
The
think,
light
what
in
is
her,
wrong
like
with
Lucinda.
it?
Yeah.
What is wrong with that? I love that. Being
No.
able to give that
Bit
to other
extra,
people.
I think, is good.
It's
Damn,
the best.
you know, I couldn't be anything else. I don't
No.
think.
And if
Anything else
someone
is
wants to
boring.
dampen that, they're not for you.
Yeah.
That's what I always think.
Perfect. What's
Don't
your?
dull my sparkle.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, girl. So you were doing your apprenticeship.
Yeah.
How long were you doing that for?
Longer than anticipated, but I was shadowing and I learned so much from the experience. And I taught a couple of wedding lessons when my colleague was off poorly. So I got that opportunity and I thought,
okay.
oh, I like this. This is
This is
different
drugger.
to...
Little-
Yeah, I was like, hello.
In the back, pounding gags, you know.
You can stay at home.
Put some laxatives in her drink. Oh no, you're real. I'll do the classes.
I'll do
it's
it.
okay.
I have to double jump in. But yeah, that gave me the opportunity to try it, and I thought this is actually something I really enjoy. And then after a little while, went into lockdown. 2020.
Gosh.
I was working from home, or like furloughed really for most of it, and was just like, nah, now's time to spread my wings.
So
This
what
is
did you
it.
do? What did you do in COVID?
Nothing.
Nothing.
My
you do TikToks?
my boyfriend was so angry because he was having to work all day every day.
What did he do?
He's an electronic engineer. He's the
Right.
brains, I'm the fun, is
Right.
what I like to say.
Same.
Yeah. But yeah, he had to work all the time, so I
Yeah.
didn't do anything. I played Sims. I
Oh,
got
I
back into
used
playing
to love
Sims.
Sims.
My friend said to me, "Oh my god, you're just at home."
Do you remember
all
the
day. What are
cheat
you
codes
doing?"
to get all the money?
Yeah.
Rosebud
Yeah.
was one. And I
What
can't remember.
Sims?
Oh my god.
Is that bingo?
It's the best. No, it's like little people when you build
It
your
sounds
house.
really sad,
You
and
have
I
to,
can't
like,
believe I've just
feed
said that
them.
on your
Is
podcast.
that like the
I
Scandinavian
always used to kill
thing?
them. I used to build the pool,
Yeah.
put
Get
them in,
the-
and then
Oh,
take the ladder
I
out,
know.
and they'd just drown, or
Yeah.
just put them in a little fence.
Yeah.
I used to get the
guy
kids. I
comes
don't know
out.
why, but they used to annoy me. It's bad, isn't it?
Oh dear.
Oh, this is on like your iPad and an iPhone. Like
I
Like
was
on your
PC.
laptop. Yeah.
I'm thinking that you had like little like
I can't
Lego
believe I've
pieces.
just admitted that, but that's
I
what
can't
I
believe I
did
just said I
for
used
a
to
lot
do
of
it.
my time.
Yeah.
Just so you've got something to focus on, because your mind just
What
went
about
mental.
jigsaws?
And do you remember the little love heart bed and you'd make them have sex? I
Woo.
used to love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they'd get pregnant and then I'd kill the child.
Oh my god. Don't let her
dog.
loose. Don't let her loose.
Your
on
dog.
you.
They're not real. It's okay. Is that concerning? I was a teenager.
They always
Like,
say it's that person you don't expect.
Yeah, no, I bloody love that game.
Yeah. So yeah, I did a bit of that,
Right.
and then I decided I'm not ready.
Go on, Maisie, I've got to grow up now. What am I going to do?
come on, grow up and get
Back
a
to
new
The
job.
Sims for one more question. Did you make like a little family of you and your boyfriend? Did you make
That
them look
was one of
similar?
them.
Did you?
I
Does that
actually,
start?
I actually made me and my girlfriends, like loads of us, all lived in a house together, and we like met people, and yeah, it was really cool.
Love that. Had affairs.
Yeah, basically.
Who are you people?
Wedding podcast. Love, love.
Too much. Well, look at
That's your
me.
Sims. I'm going to play it when I get out. I'm going to get it.
Oh my god. No, it's sad that I've admitted that, but yeah.
Love it.
Right,
Got a
so
big fan in.
what was the light bulb moment
I
that,
just-
like,
I
you know,
just wasn't
got you
ready.
off that iPad?
Yeah, I wasn't ready to go back,
Right.
and I just thought, I'm going to spread my wings now. It's now or never.
Yes.
It really felt like
I
that
think,
situation.
you know, that second lockdown for a lot of
Yeah.
people was like, right, let's get our
I
shit
had that
together.
opportunity, and I just thought, do you know what? It feels right for me. I'm just going to do it.
I think because you could live on basic,
Yeah.
it made you feel that actually I could survive working for myself.
Yeah.
Because obviously when
And
you
I
work for yourself,
stripped everything back and really thought about what it was that I enjoyed doing and what I wanted to do, and that just felt right. And I thought, I'm going to do it. And again, my family are incredibly supportive, and they said, if you can do it in lockdown, like I was doing online classes, if I can do online classes,
brilliant.
I can do it in person,
Yeah.
and it will carry on. And I'm here,
Yeah.
and I'm on your wonderful podcast.
On your wonderful website.
Yeah. I can't
I think
even talk.
people like you know, we talk about Joe Wicks a lot, you know, but there were a lot of other foot soldiers out there that kept us all going and, and
I
gave
feel
us.
like everyone had epiphanies in lockdown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine was
right.
you.
Oh yeah, I turned up. That was lockdown, wasn't it?
It was.
Is that when you two met?
Yes.
Yeah, I turned up.
Knocked
at
on
her
my door. We weren't allowed to put people in the shops.
Yeah,
So
I'd
you were-
already
you were-
applied and sent my CV.
Were you
and my mum.
allowed out on the streets at that point?
I think so.
She'd gone on her walk.
People or just me?
Well, probably you'll never.
You'd gone on your like one walk a day. Thought you'd just have
probably.
a knock
No, my
on the
mum
door.
drove me. She was like, I want to.
Not even the same pod. Whatever
What?
it was called.
I
Couple.
moved in with my mum and dad.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because we were in a 1-bed flat.
Oh, there you go.
So
Yeah,
I
it was.
moved
It was in that time period.
Yeah,
So there was
yeah.
this like
And you're like, oh,
at the door, and I'm like,
Oh.
Sharon
and
was
I'm
just
like,
like,
she really wanted that
I'm
job.
like cleaning the shop because we
I did.
refurbed, and you were like, and we'd already sent you a reply.
Aw.
So it was
Sharon thought I was a bride coming to buy a dress. It's like, no, actually, I'm going to cost you money.
yeah.
Yeah, and hasn't stopped.
Aw.
So what did you do?
So set up those online classes.
Yeah.
I had a little group that already said, you know, they'll support me and they'll do some classes
Yeah.
with me. Brilliant. And then after time, advertised about wedding lessons,
Yeah.
things like that. Went to a couple of exhibitions, a couple of shows, met some more wedding suppliers, which is one of my favourite things about being in this business, because I get to meet people that are just as passionate as me making someone's wedding day
Yeah.
the best it can be.
Yeah. Recruit the A team
Yeah.
is what we say.
Yeah.
Shop around
Yeah.
because these people are going to make a huge difference. You know,
Massive.
you're going to save the day when it's not even your area
Mm-hmm.
to save the day on the wedding, when the bride and groom or bride and bride are unaware of things happening.
Yeah.
You know, and not until after they know. But somebody's saved the day by doing something, stepped in. You know, so always recruit the best. You know.
So how were you teaching it online? So is it like would you just be like
With
that?
difficulty.
Yeah.
It did become difficult. But I had people from all over wanting, you know, they just wanted to dance with their partner. There was someone in Wales. That was my first sort of experience of having someone a bit further away from me.
Yeah.
But how did you
Excited.
recruit people? How did you advertise?
I just social media was just
Right.
posting a few things and was like, oh, I'm doing
Sims
some-
fan club.
Yeah.
Anyone want to dance?
Oh, I can't believe I mentioned that.
I told you we would get shit out
Oh,
of you.
you honestly have within minutes. Yeah, but I started teaching them. It's basically just explaining, being really patient.
Yeah.
I've always been told I'm a really patient person when it comes to teaching. Maybe
Yeah.
not as much outside of that bubble.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really patient when it comes to teaching. I just understand it's not everyone's first. Like, they've maybe not done it before.
Yeah,
so
or
I
they
just
feel
understand.
uncomfortable or a
Yeah.
bit, you know, self-conscious,
Yeah.
you know.
I do anything to put that fire out. Like, I just hate the thought of someone feeling uncomfortable in my
Yeah.
presence when we're doing something like that, because I just think everyone deserves to have that feeling.
Yeah.
Again, stopping.
So we go from doing online video
Yeah.
to
And then
what?
things open up.
Yeah.
The world opens back up.
Woo!
And I'm like, ooh. So
Yeah.
I hired a couple
Lauren's
of
got a
places.
job.
Yeah. Yay.
Sharon's in depression.
I've got someone following around.
Like a little sheep, I tell you.
So yeah, hired a couple of halls, got some classes going, and it just started to grow and build and word of
So
mouth.
how many? When you did your first one, because
Yeah.
that must have been quite daunting. Like,
It
is
was a
anybody
bit
going to take?
scary.
People go.
Yeah.
Like, she's the worst, going yeah. I'll come. But then it's like, oh, actually, no, I can't.
You're being dobbed in
No.
loads
I
here.
know.
Safe zone.
No,
And
luckily my very first class that I did was people I had already previously taught and wanted
Right.
to still stay with me.
cool.
And they had a class. I was like, oh, I can do it. Like, I'm on my own.
Yeah.
I've set up my speaker.
Yeah.
I've done all these little things.
Yeah.
I've hired a
Yeah.
hall.
Yeah.
Easy. Let's go. And I just kept building it from there. So then it was just advertising the weddings a bit more. So exhibitions really helped me getting out into exhibitions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the right word?
Wedding shows,
Wedding
exhibitions,
shows,
exhibitions,
yeah,
wedding
fairs,
fairs. Yeah.
So they really helped to
Yeah, you
start
don't have
with.
to be taking your clothes off. or
Yeah, I was thinking
I
that.
know. I can
That's the
see
word I
you.
was going. But yeah, I just started to build from there. So yeah, really exciting. So 4 years in now.
Yeah.
My business baby will be 4 at the end of this month.
Oh
so,
my god.
really
Love
exciting.
that.
Oh.
What how many classes do people need?
So
For their wedding
I do
dance.
like a package. So
Oh.
the average
So a
that
wedding
I found,
package that you do,
Yeah.
yeah.
So the average that I found is 5 lessons.
Okay.
Okay.
Is the one where, you know, they can learn in sort of 4 lessons, 4.5, and then the last little part is confidence. Let's just practice it again and again. We've got the
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
I'll give them little embellishments like hands. We might practice them walking down the aisle and doing something at the
okay.
end, because they never know what to do with themselves.
Yeah, we get. Somebody asked me yesterday, what do I do
Yeah.
on the day, and
Enter Maisie.
There you go.
So
And we
little
say,
things like that.
and they always like some, especially if the parents are older.
Yes.
Of mindset, they're always sending the bride up first, and then all the bridesmaids and everybody, the entourage behind them, we're like, no, bride last.
Yeah.
So, and they were like, no. I said, no, because then if everybody is behind and she's there, she's having to wait for everybody.
Yeah.
But if everybody's up there first, all the eyes.
Yeah, I always thought the bride was last, but a lot of people now are doing the bride
Yeah,
first.
see,
It's been years and years.
I've never really seen that, so it does shock me that that's the thing.
Yeah, two of my weddings have always been me
Again.
last.
The focus is
It's the
bride.
focus, because there's a lot of faffing that goes on with people. Oh, you're in my seat. You don't want that, so you want them sat down,
clean, ready for
quiet, and then the entrance and everything. But people don't quite know what to do right at the altar.
No, so that's what I do. I make sure that they're comfortable in every part of their day. They can use, so the photographer takes them off, usually in a nice location, they have some extra photos, and I'm like, use that lift that we've done. Don't just use it for your first dance.
Yeah, practice it.
You can use that. You can it's a good practice. It's a really nice photo shot that you'll get. And it really, like, I've spoken to a videographer recently, and he's like, you are exactly what I've been looking for, because my couples are so uncomfortable with what to do with themselves. Oh, we'll hug then and just have it, and it's awkward.
We've talked about married at first sight, when they come off camera and they're married. It's so awkward, especially that first kiss.
They're like, give each other a kiss, and they're like,
oh no,
I don't want to.
Comfortable. So if they can practice that with me, boost the confidence. I'm like, you look lush. Take that into your day.
One chance.
Go for it. Yeah.
You have one chance.
Oh, what was I going to say? Have you done the Dirty Dancing lift?
No.
I done it once. I done it once with John. We done it in a kitchen.
Oh, in a kitchen, that's brave. Usually it's like in a pool.
We didn't do
Your kitchen's not that big, either.
Huh?
Your kitchen's not that big.
It's not my kitchen. It was when he used to live in Raysborough.
Oh, okay.
Like, we hadn't been together that long. But yeah,
so you wanted something impressive to know he's the one.
Yeah, we worked out the placements, but it was just my legs had to be a little bit higher.
God, that's impressive.
Did you try to do that with me on Saturday night? I have a vision of you trying to do something with me on Saturday night. No.
The Dirty Dancing. Oh,
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you were
Dancing
dancing.
lift.
I'm sure we were dancing. It will come back to us.
There'll be a
By
video
the way,
somewhere.
these brownies are edible. They're
not brownies. They're cake.
Well, I've made them into cakes so they're easy to eat. But they are the vegan brownies from Charlotte at Honey and Walnut Grace.
Are you a vegan?
Wow, no. But more than happy. I've seen your team nomming on them, so you look very happy.
Like locusts, weren't they? They were like,
vegan. Let's see if we like it.
You like it?
Well, what's I going to say?
Tell me, because Lauren doesn't know this.
Yeah.
Talk to us about swans.
Oh, okay.
She loves swans.
I love swans, right? It sounds really rogue, really random.
So when it came to ask me about swans, I'm thinking Swan Lake.
Yeah.
Because it's dance.
Basically,
I
it's
got
the
hissed
elegance
that once.
of
It was really bad. So violent.
They are
the thing.
violent.
That's the okay.
Yeah.
So my dad compares me to a swan, and always has done since I was little.
Do you
But
also
that's
go?
because, basically,
right.
But because when I dance from here up, it's like elegant. The legs are going.
Yeah.
And he always
Anybody
just
in
said,
business is that?
like,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
He reminded me of a swan. So I did a competition. I was in Blackpool under sixes, which is quite impressive in the dance world.
Yeah.
So you were a child, little one?
Under 6, yeah. I think I was just turning 6 and went to Blackpool, which if you've watched Strictly, Blackpool's
Blackpool's the
huge
one.
place for dancing.
Yeah. Well, so it was a competition.
Yeah,
okay.
so I competed when I was little, and that's actually a huge thing about my business as well. I don't compete. Like, I actually actively encourage couples to not do it for competitive reasons.
Why?
Just to enjoy it.
Okay.
Because if you're building up to it, there's pressure there, and then that adds to it not being fun, and that's not what I'm about. I'm all about
for the weddings.
You're gonna move, and also like the other things I do street and ballroom and Latin as well, and that is just, it's fun. Like, just do it for you, do it for your mental health, do it for the endorphins.
We've got to do a class
to meet people. Yeah.
Well, we are
Come
going
hit me
to at the end. You are going to teach us a dance, aren't you? Sorry, boss, I've not told you. Thumbs up.
He's just gone, and then he just went.
It's been a busy week. I'm on 4-day hangover.
You were saying about swans. So,
yes.
You compare me to a swan. I didn't do the best in one of the competitions
Yeah.
that I was in, and I was really sad, and I really put
Oh,
myself down. So
stop.
for a little one as well, when you know
Yes,
confidence
yes.
not.
Yeah.
So he bought me a little glass swan and said like, to encourage you, just keep going, because this is what you look like to me,
Yeah.
and you're, you know.
Oh my God.
It's
that's
just
so
it's
sweet.
just
me.
not today. It's
No,
you know.
it's just not. This is not your one, but don't give up on it.
Yeah.
Like, you're still really good at it.
Yeah.
Let's go. And then
So I'm well enough.
I
You're well
know.
enough.
he's just like my number
I can't
one
deal with
supporter.
his-
Don't. I'm hormone imbalanced today.
And the 4-day hangover too. It's like,
Just can't. Don't touch
so
me.
then he, my boyfriend, I didn't put that on the message, but my boyfriend actually broke that little swan. He dropped it in the night. He didn't
I
realise.
hope you
and he
dropped him.
it. No. I was very upset
She just
with
killed him
though.
off in Sims.
Yeah. So he dropped it. I was very upset, and I had to tell my dad, like, I've kept this for years, and obviously this has happened really sad.
Did it completely shatter?
The wing fell off, which it was fixed. It was fine.
Yeah.
But he bought me another one and was just like, "You've grown anyway, like in yourself anyway, and just have another one." So that was very sweet.
Please
And then
don't
when
dump me.
I set up my own business. He bought me one with its wings spread. So that's the last one I've had. So he's
That should
come
be on your
here.
logo.
I know, like a swan. I know.
Did you say he's here?
No, he's dropped me off today. He wanted to do the drive. Bless him. He's just so sweet. I can't get over it. He's so sweet.
Where have you met him? Where did you meet him?
What, your dad?
No, your boyfriend.
No,
No,
my
she's talking
dad's
about her
dropped me
dad.
off.
Oh, your
Your
dad.
dad dropped you off.
Do you know we've got two dads
Where
dropping
did
off
Where
today?
did you meet your dad?
I was like,
Fucking hell.
Birds and the Beast, chat.
I meant the boyfriend.
Oh, I met him through school.
Oh,
We are like childhood sweethearts.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And where's the ring?
You tell me,
What's he called?
Jordan.
Jordan.
Jordan, how dare you break that swan?
Put a ring on it. She's
How
gorgeous.
long have you been together?
13 years this year. I know, it's insane. It is
Yeah.
insane.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it's like 3 different relationships in one, because you grow up together. You
Yeah.
go through so many
And you
different
change
things.
Yeah.
all the time,
Yeah.
don't you?
Yeah.
We're completely different people to who we were then.
Well,
but-
yeah, 23-year-old me when I met John is different to 34-year-old me. Oh, piss off. Put me down all the time.
I don't normally like a little bully, but I love your
Yeah.
vibe together.
Trust me,
Hang on.
I get it back
Who's the
tenfold.
bully? Her. Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
I've had some extra
Yeah.
comments this time.
Yeah, extra comments, extra bullying tactics.
You give it back.
I do give it back.
Yes.
It's called,
right.
it's called defence.
You can't do the splits.
No. It's just...
Is that a
everyone
no-no in
says-
the industry though?
Oh, but like people go out, like you go out on a night out and people expect you to fully like land into one. I'm like, I've never been able to do it.
No, I could never. I used to do like a little bit of gymnastics.
Yeah.
And I was quite bendy, but I could never do the splits. It
I think
physically
if I
hurt.
practice every day, okay, but I also know it's not that great for
Do
your
you
hips
think
and stuff.
anyone
It's
could
just-
teach themselves to do the splits?
Yeah, if you did it every day, if you did enough stretching.
That girl off Love
What's that?
Island did the splits, didn't she? What was she called? Is it not Jessie, the other one?
I can't remember.
God,
Yeah. Jessie, I think.
No, it wasn't Jessie. It was the other one that went out with Joey before Jessie.
Grace.
I didn't watch
It was
this year.
Grace.
It was Grace.
Because she'd done a yoga thing and then just dropped into the splits.
It looked very painful.
Yeah, see it. Yeah, I've never thought of many benefits other than being on a night out and people judging you because you're a dance teacher and you
And
can't
pulling.
do the splits. Yeah.
Boys love it.
Imagine that, just dropping. I'm gonna learn, and then
Yeah,
one night out, I'm
practice.
just gonna.
Oh no,
Drop.
don't! I'm gonna have to pick you up on call the ambulance.
Yeah.
You know, is it when couples are choosing their music?
Yeah.
You know, it's what's the matter?
Just
Looking at
picturing
your
that.
notes, swans can't do splits.
It was last minute.
It was very last minute.
Honestly,
and you're
last
like, tell me
minute.
some things about you. I'm like, oh, that question.
It's not negative. Is there, when you're planning to do a first dance,
Yeah.
what things do you have to think about?
Me, myself, or the
For the
couple?
couple.
The couple. So they have to have their song prepared, so
Okay.
I know what I'm choreographing to, what the vibe is.
Okay.
We were saying earlier how it, like, lots of people do slow and mash it up now. It's quite a big
Okay,
thing.
yeah.
So going into that, so I need to know what the vibe is going in. Whether they've had any dance experience, I normally ask that because I just, again, like to get to know them. But that's it, really. And then
Is
we'll just dive
there
in.
a recommended timeline of,
So I usually start like 3 months-ish before
Okay.
their wedding. So they've got plenty of time to spread the lessons out.
Yeah.
Usually in bulk to start with. They
Yeah.
have like 2 or 3 quite close together. Learn that routine.
Okay.
And then we just, a bit closer to their wedding, have a little refresher. Make sure they're confident.
Can
and
they
happy.
do like an intense course if they think, you know what, actually there's a bit more budget, we really do need help,
Yeah.
you know, they
Yeah,
can do
I've
it.
had a few couples and they're like, wedding's in a couple of weeks, 3 weeks. Have you got some time?
Yeah.
Can I like just slot in? And yeah, it works. It does work. I think for that, I normally suggest that they don't learn a whole routine, that they just maybe have a couple of lessons to learn some basics.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
Like what I'll do with you guys later. We'll
Okay.
just do 1 or 2 moves.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
be scared.
Idiot guide.
I'm definitely basic.
Have you ever had people come and they'll be like, I want to do this, I want to do that, and then you do it and you're like, we can't do this, like,
Yeah,
it's too much.
I will always choreograph the first part of a routine, meet the couple, have the first lesson, and then choreograph the rest. So I know the level that they would be comfortable with.
Right.
I am not for going
Pushing them.
high. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's pressure. Again, it's pressure. You're not
Yeah.
going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I'll always meet them first, have a little something up my sleeve, but then I'll
I think
properly
it's good to
choreograph
fluff it up a little bit, isn't it? If you
Oh,
mess
it's
up on the
just-
day, it's, you know.
It's natural, and I always say as much as you can, eye contact is such an important thing to have when you're doing your first dance, because then it's natural.
Yeah, well, you're
Like,
not looking at
actually
anybody
laughing.
else then.
No,
They're not
it
putting
does
you
put
off
you
or
off,
anything.
yeah.
Is there, you talk about timing, is there a particular, you know, amount of time for the dance? You know, is it you just 1 minute or 2 minutes or the whole song?
Normally like
like-
3
Yeah,
minutes.
3 minutes. A song is like 3 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually will do about 2.5 because that's when the
rest-
crescendo and
Yeah,
the,
you bring
the best
everybody in.
bit. Yeah,
Okay.
and then everyone else can join, or they can cut it. The DJ can bring something else in. And
And what time, again, talking about timing,
Yeah.
at what point during the wedding would you suggest doing the first dance?
I wouldn't leave it too late, mainly because I think if you've had a few drinks, it can make it a little bit difficult.
Or you've stayed off and you want to have a few
Exactly,
drinks. Yeah.
like you then want to be able to relax. Not that it should be something at that point that you're worried about because you've prepared for it, but you still will have those nerves.
Oh yeah, you've got to perform.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, your guests are all watching. So I
Definitely
would say-
wait for you if you're having evening guests. Probably.
Yes,
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
Wait
for
wait
them
till
to
they're
arrive. Yeah.
wait till they're there. It's really nice for them to be able to see that as well and be part of that.
Yeah.
Usually it's like you cut the cake.
I was gonna say, yeah,
and
we
then-
did have to cut the cake.
Yeah, and then you do your first dance, but
because everybody's in the hall or wherever you
yes,
you know you are.
they're all in one space,
One
which
space.
is really nice to be able to gather them together.
Is there any music that you can't dance to?
Not really. I wouldn't say like a rock song or
Like
anything
heavy
like that.
metal,
Yeah, heavy
like,
metal would
try and
be
ballroom
good.
that.
Mind you, if that's them,
If that's them, I will 100% give it
Yeah.
a go. With
they
them,
could
like,
start off like
absolutely.
with a slow tango and just
Yeah.
go into
And
headbanging.
just- I 100% would be happy with that. Like
A bit like
just
me,
do
that would
what's
be.
you. Let it go. What was the head thing you did?
Oh
earlier?
my god,
It's
she
like,
was
"Ooh."
wild. Wild.
Talk about wild. We have a game.
Oh.
Let's spin the wheel with us.
Okay. I've seen spin the
Have you seen
wheel.
this one?
I've seen spin the
Cool.
wheel.
Just hear it. Right, give it a spin.
Nervous, guys.
You're nervous.
Oh, that's not a
Oh,
big
that was
spin.
weak.
Oh, we will
That
give
was
you
quite
another
weak. I thought that
one.
was going to be strong.
Oh,
Oh my god, we've not had this in ages.
DJ, play that back.
This is the worst. So basically,
Is this
Sharon's
where she
got a hum.
hums?
But she hums and it's awful.
Listen, my Strictly was good,
Okay.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Amazing.
But is that going to be is it going to be Strictly again? I don't know.
no.
No, I don't know.
Because
Right.
there was one that you did, and I listened to that podcast, and I couldn't get it.
No, she's terrible.
I can't even get them. Right. 1 to 25.
8.
Oh, what? Sharon, she can see
I
it.
can't, I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
What's she doing? That's probably the best one you've done. It's still terrible.
Is it? Would you have got it?
I only know like a sentence of that song.
Oh, it's one of my favourite songs. It makes John cry. How good was I?
Yeah, to be fair, they're very similar. Why can't I get what that is?
It's too old for
She
you.
likes you. Hang on, pick another number.
I told
that
you,
was
I'm like a
the
jukebox,
Carpenters.
so-
We've only just begun.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah,
I
okay,
literally
can
all
hear
I
it
know
now.
is that line. I don't actually know
I
the
wouldn't
song.
have known the rest of it.
No, right. Do another number. Yeah, that's all I know.
Yeah. Up to 25.
5.
Let's do 20.
No, you have to keep them together.
Well, they're not. Oh, go on. I love it as well. That's not even the title of the song. You've just picked a line from the song as the title, you idiot. Right.
She's even read it and she's putting that.
It is nothing.
I don't know what to do, hands.
Okay.
Oh, I should start with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is worrying.
I'm sorry, I did not get that.
Listen, we've established that you can sing and I can't. Right,
No, but
spin
it's
it
not
again.
even
Spin it
that.
again.
It's that there's no, like, I don't know what you hear.
I don't.
Honestly.
This makes me so nervous.
Does it?
Oh,
First
first
kiss.
kiss.
The swan breaker.
Mine.
Yeah.
With the swan breaker.
Yes. Swan smasher.
Really
that sounds a bit
awkward.
odd.
Swan smasher. Oh my god. These girls are naughty. I love it.
First kiss. Who
so
kissed who
awkward.
first?
I think he kissed me first,
Ah.
but relatively mutual.
You're at school.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
underage.
well, a kiss. A first kiss.
Legal.
But no, we were in his room. And he kissed me.
Door open or
and
door closed?
Door open.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Must.
Yeah.
And then my friend actually she lived across the road, so that's how we met. And my friend texted me and I found it really awkward. So I was like, oh, do you mind if I just head on over? And that was it. Like I left it at that. I was like, we'll try again another time.
So did he lean in or did you know it was coming?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah. It was a nice moment, but it was like
It's so
weird.
awkward, isn't
Did you
it?
practice
Weird.
kissing before you
I've
kissed?
heard you say this. Do you mean like on your hand and stuff? Is that
Yes.
what you mean?
It is a thing. How did you
No, I
learn to
really
kiss?
know.
I just went with it.
Yeah,
It's
I think
so
that's why it's
awkward,
so
isn't
awkward
it?
because you don't know what
Teeth
you're
smashing
doing.
and you don't know which way your nose is going to
Yeah.
go and stuff.
And it's like tongue or no tongue, and then sometimes you can go like, and then there's no tongue there, and then so you hold yours back, then they put theirs in, and then you're like, oh, I'll get it on the next one, and you just miss tongues. So awkward. And that was only yesterday.
I knew that was coming.
11 years, still learning.
We have we have people that message in with questions.
Love that.
And in the boutique as well, so they come from all over.
Amazing.
So would you like to pick a card? Any card?
We should have got people to write on them Saturday.
Oh well, I had them with me.
All your new friends.
Yeah, I've got a wad of them at my
So
house now.
I'm looking.
Yeah,
I'm reading it
looking
out.
and
it's not a card trick. You can...
Pick a card. Don't show anyone.
Okay. Make sure the kitchen has extra meals as we had an extra guest unknowingly. So someone had an
We've done that one
RSVP'd.
before.
No, it's common, that one. We're getting quite a lot of that actually.
Someone had an RSVP'd and just turned
Yeah,
up.
people
I don't like that one.
People just bring people with them on the day.
I've got a friend who is in an absolute meltdown. She's at the cap, but people are RSVPing with their kids that haven't been invited.
Oh.
That's so annoying.
The thing is, if it was the other way round, it wouldn't be acceptable.
Yeah.
You know, so why would you think it's acceptable to do it?
Your
you
name's
know?
not on it.
Yeah, exactly. Stop
Yeah.
screening the cards. It's supposed to be done at random. Go on, give me one.
Isn't this one of our ones from the shop? She's left her shoes behind.
I don't know. You read it. Right. How do you deal with drunk guests?
Can you deal? I don't know.
Well, I think I think if you know who is possibly, it's always going to be Auntie Jean, and Uncle Reg, isn't it? You know, so if you know up front who's going to be the person that is going to be, taking their clothes off upstairs.
I love that you tapped her.
No, but your drunk friend that gets out of hand,
Yeah.
then give somebody responsibility
A bridesmaid.
of looking out. If you've got that person, then get them to substitute a drink.
Yes.
Like
Secret water.
or just a tonic water rather than gin and tonic or a vodka. Because if they're that well gone, they're not going to know that it's. I have got a friend that would know, but I think substitute. What the hell are you doing here? But yeah, I think just give somebody the look. The job of the lookout. Yeah. Suppliers. So if you've got the A team, your suppliers will take care of that.
Yeah,
they will
step in when they need
point
to.
people out as
of course.
a good toastmaster will do that as well. But perhaps space your drinks out. drink receptions.
Yeah.
You know, control it a little bit by, you know, one drink, you know, rather than
Absolutely
complete
agree.
free bedlam
Yeah.
bar. Any tips from you? Where am I?
Yeah, I'm completely signed up reading.
She's into those. Any good ones?
That's what I would do. Just, you know, just limit your drinks. You know,
Yeah, of
maybe not
course.
hardcore drinks at the beginning, like your Pims, anything that's watered down.
Stay tame and build up.
Yeah,
a lot
exactly.
safer.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and things like, you know, I think we did it as well. We had like Red Bull
Yeah.
and stuff like that, but like espresso martini,
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
that's going to give people a perk up
Rather than feeling the need to keep.
down
Drinking.
drinks, and loads of like water and juices and stuff like on the table.
Yeah.
So that's me. Have you got anything for that? Right, you've got to
She's
ask a
in.
question now.
Oh.
One,
Okay,
Lauren.
all right.
When did time pressure?
Right. What's the most important duty of a bridesmaid on the big day? The bride.
Can I say I was a bridesmaid recently?
Okay.
Yeah.
And everyone sort of had their roles, and I instantly said, "Can I be vibesmaid?"
Vibes.
Ah, you brought the vibe.
And my whole thing was like in the morning, I made sure that I had the music playing, like songs I knew she liked
Yeah.
and would make
Cool.
her happy. Again, stepping in because I'm part of this industry, like I understand
Yeah.
the A-team thing.
Yeah.
Stepping in when I think, oh, she needs a bit of help with that. They'd had their kiss and makeup had just like completely come off her nose. I ran.
Oh,
How
got
hard
some
did they
bits.
kiss?
Yeah.
I was starting to go like, ooh,
Still going on.
yeah, so I just ran and got her makeup back, things like that.
Right,
that
okay.
Perhaps like a maid of honour role as well.
Yeah.
What did the
does
other
that.
bridesmaids have to do? What were their roles? Do you know?
Ooh, not really. I think she just asked a couple of things of them.
Yeah.
I don't know, can you help with my hair? Like if my hair's like it, just to watch out for certain things.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think if your
otherwise not really.
bridesmaids know you, then they know what to do and
Yeah.
step in. But I think if you've got a mixed bag of bridesmaids from every walk of life that have
Yes.
never met each other, you're going to get somebody that is like, well, you don't know as much as I do,
Yeah,
and blah, blah, blah. So I think if you just give them individual,
Piss off, vibesmaid.
Yeah.
you give them individual tasks.
Yeah.
Say, right, this is your duty, this is your duty. Somebody's going to forget. You need a backup as well. You know, but, you know, you do somebody for the toilet break.
There was all of us. She had a very large dress, so we all
Yeah.
went
that.
along.
Yeah.
And then the vibesmaid as well helped in the evening to make sure people stayed on the floor.
Yeah.
As requesting songs. I know DJs hate that, but I was like, just
Yeah.
making
Oh,
sure
I'm
it's the songs that
constantly in the
she
booth,
wants.
like-
Yeah,
Put this on.
yeah. Again,
Yeah.
going back to the, you know, get the right DJ on, and
Yeah.
if
And
if
it's
the
fun.
vibe's not going, then he knows to change it up.
Yes.
Though he's been given his list, he'll
Yeah.
put something in that he knows will get, you know,
People up.
Lee Russell, literally, because all our we had like rooms, but it was so hot
Yeah.
that everybody was outside on the terraces, which was beautiful. But he literally started a conga, and he went out
Perfect.
and got everybody.
That's what you want.
And
isn't
brought them
it? Someone to
inside,
bring
yeah,
your
exactly, you know,
atmosphere up.
and then they did stay, you know, but yeah, it's cool.
What colour was your bridesmaid's dress?
It was lilac, which I thought would
Oh.
be like on me.
I
but
love
put
lilac,
a
but
bit
it's
of
not
fake
everyone's
tan
cup of
on.
tea.
Did you get to
No.
choose your colour, or
No,
colour was
so
set?
her colour was set,
Yeah.
but the style we all got a little bit of opinions and things on. We all had
Nice.
the same in the end.
Yeah, yeah,
Lovely. It's
that's
very
lovely.
floaty.
Yeah,
It
How
was
many
very
of you
nice.
were there,
There was
bridesmaids?
only 3 of us,
That's nice.
including
That's nice.
the maid of honour, but it kept it simple. I don't know how people plan it with, I don't know, 20 bridesmaids.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it's a
don't know how
lot.
they
It's
do
a
it.
lot of opinions. You know, there's, you know, girls are bossy.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody wants to be the best, you
Yeah.
know, and it's quite hard sometimes. They're either really chilled or really hyper,
other way,
you know,
yeah.
and it's hard, you know. And when we've had them in the boutique, they're like, I'm not wearing that. I don't like that colour, you know. And I'm like,
I
it's
just,
not
I put my
using-
hands up and said, whatever you want me to wear.
Yeah.
Like, okay, fair enough. There's a couple of things I might be a bit like, ugh, but
Yeah,
I will go. It's your day.
Yeah.
If you want me in that,
Yeah.
I'll be in that.
yeah.
Yeah. That's just the type of person I am. I just,
Aw.
to make it
Just
difficult.
love.
I just love love.
Just love.
You're just going back killing people on TV, you know, by the sounds of it. You know.
Sims is a game.
So we're going to do some dancing.
Okay.
Apparently.
I'm
Are you
excited.
ready?
Look at them two, they're fuming. They're like,
I'm so
"Great."
sorry.
No, we're roping you in as well. That's what they're doing. Right.
Right.
Let's go.
So we're going to do, you're going to
I
attempt.
like this, like limbering
Yeah.
up. So we don't
want
want too much time. So what I thought I'd do is just teach you one kind of joint move.
Okay.
So that you can it would be like a finisher or like a nice little cute moment in the middle of a dance.
Okay.
So what I would do is you're both stood separately. We have agreed as well that you're going to be
The
our
man.
groom
Yes.
and the bride today. We should have got you like a little veil.
Logically, it makes sense. Yeah.
What do you mean? Logically, it makes sense.
So grab your hand and you're
Which
going to
one?
go like that.
Oh.
Are we
And
too
then-
close to each other?
You're
Or do
okay
I
for
go?
now.
No, I don't want it. I said no.
1 and then 2. Nice. And offer just a little bit smaller or spread out just a little bit. That's it. Okay, lovely. So try that again. So you've got like a 1 and a 2. Lovely. Beautiful.
Do we look at each
So
other?
then- yeah, always.
Oh, I can't.
Always.
Go on.
She's like, oh no. Oh no.
Love a wink.
Oh my god.
Okay, then from here, you get to just stand still. I do that with quite a lot of my grooms. I make sure
okay.
that we have moments where they don't do too much, so they
Okay.
can just breathe.
I see she thinks we're crap because all we're doing is a hold hand.
No.
And that's it.
That's it. That's your first
Don't,
touch.
we're into writing couple cards at the moment.
So you're going to do a turn. Obviously, watch, you've got your platforms on.
Yeah.
You're going to do right foot to the side for 1. You do left foot and keep turning for 2. And then keep turning in towards her arm.
Okay, I think I can do it.
1, 2, 3. Nice. And then
5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm ready for you to get your head
That was Saturday night. That was Saturday night.
Okay, ready?
How was
1.
my roll?
It was very nice.
Right, come on.
Oh shit, I've forgotten what hand.
This one.
This
Two,
one?
Closest one.
Yeah,
That's
thought
it.
so. Right.
And then
okay.
coming in.
So we're going 1,
2, 3,
3,
and you're
4.
into there. Nice. I won't do it with you because we don't have. Oh!
We're still wrapped.
So that's when I'd usually do like a
sat on
dip.
your arm.
I do injuries.
Right, okay.
Oh, you mean short?
So I do a dip or a lean there or something. But
Okay.
for now, what we're going to do is roll in, and if you can, you're going to get in front of your lovely groom.
Oh, okay.
So as you roll in, go a little bit
A
further.
bit further in.
Ready? That's it. And then coming in and all the way round, so you end up in front. Nice. And what you're going to do is hold this hand.
I've been drinking.
So hold each other's hands.
Hold my hand.
And that is a nice little moment there. Lovely.
Oh, is this when we go?
Stop moving.
No, I was gonna.
So that would have been like a dip or a lean moment.
Oh, okay.
But again, we don't have loads of time, so I thought I'd do something different.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is lift, keep hold of your hands.
Yeah.
And you're going to lift the hands up. Nice. And you're going to get this nice little magical moment. You're going to untwist. Other way. Untwist and face each other.
I thought you were gonna take my
there
top
you
off.
are. Okay, try again.
lovely.
So here, one hand up. Just one of the moves up my sleeve. Coming in. Nice. And you end up there. Good.
Then arms
and then
up.
slow. This is a slow moment.
Oh,
Imagine
sorry,
like
let's
your,
do it
That's okay.
quickly.
Imagine your videographer's like capturing this moment. And it's like a first look and untwist. Beautiful. And then you can do one of those. She's off for her solo career. You can tell. She's just
Right.
beautiful.
Should we do that again? Right.
Yeah.
Wait for me to put my arm up. Ready?
picture
You're the one that's getting spun round. And
Ready?
Sing like a Taylor song Swift in
Coming.
your head or something.
Okay.
Nice.
oh yeah, and I'll go back.
And then up. And now this is like a nice
Slow.
slow untwist to there.
That was really violent. I didn't like it.
Oh, it's got to be gentle.
Yeah.
Nice and gentle. She can't cope.
Thanks. That was actually very good.
It was really lovely. Thank you very much.
That's
Thank you
so
very
okay.
much for coming in. Bless your heart. So thank you, everyone. Which camera am I looking into? By the that one. Oh gosh. Thank you ever so much for coming back and listening to us. Thank you so much for all the messages. Thank you for coming on our Instagram and liking us. We are popping up now. That's great. And we're going to see you back next week. And
where can we
where
find
can
you?
we find you?
Oh,
What's
any socials? So Instagram, I'm probably most active on.
What are we-
MRC Dance.
MRC dance.
MRC Dance.
Perfect. We didn't ask you how much it costs.
Oh, package
Yeah.
is $275.
Wow, okay, that's good.
Good.
But when you guys post this podcast, I might do a cheeky little deal on my Insta at that sort of time.
God.
Oh my
So I'll
Discount
post about
code,
it.
love, love.
Discount code.
Yeah, love. Yeah, there you
Love,
go.
love.
Mayhem. Wedding Mayhem.
Okay, I'll put Mayhem 24.
Mayhem 24.
Mayhem 24
Perfect.
as the code.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Do what she said. We'll see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, thank you. That's really good. I can't believe we fell on the fucking sofa.
That last bit.
Because you
Oh my
literally, she just went like that, and I lost my balance. That's why I was.
falls over all the time, and we were intertwined, so she took me.
Did that advertise what I do really well when they fell back?
Yeah. No, I think it just advertises that
Hang on.
you actually can
What's
actually
the
do
ride
it.
really good though?
What, at the end?
No, this.
Your spin in was lovely.
Wasn't it?
It's very elegant.
So we just.
Cool. Now we'll cut and introduce it. So we need to move.
My husband does that.
Just
Oh, did you shush her?
I did. Shush, just Lauren.
Muzzle your woman.
Muzzle your woman.